Welcome to another episode of Limpopo Podcast. You already know your boy, Omee, Otis, Don Malapisan. And today we have a special guest. Somebody who I feel like, synchronizes with me very well in terms of understanding and culture. In the house, we have the best rap rapper rapist. You already know. Give it up for Big Xhosa, aka SOS. My nigga, thank you so much for honoring the invite. How have you been, man?
I've been good, man. And thank you for having me. I've been really good.
Hey, we haven't had like a classic song. I mean, coming from people who are into hip hop like this year,
Yeah.
and I feel like you've blessed us. Thank you for blessing us. Otherwise,
Uh,
is it bringing the gigs?
yeah. Like, I've never been booked this much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm rocking.
Sure.
I'm really rocking. Like, I appreciate Big Zulu for that as well. But yeah.
Something that you always do, and I don't see on this, on this interview, you always carried along this cowboy hat. What happened today? Why did you leave it behind?
I know, like it's what is this thing? This is the real me. This is me.
Yeah.
This is sister to the human being. So I didn't wanna, come as a character or what.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't wanna. I just want people to see the real me.
Sure thing.
Because this is what I'm pushing now. Me.
Yeah, the real you.
Yeah.
I get you. So, before you broke into the game, as this guy who is pushing a lot of comic, should I say comic content or comic? Actually, you introduced yourself as a guy who conceptualizes his music around comedy, right? And you had a diss song that was like aimed at everybody.
Yeah.
I just want to find out how did that song, particularly that song, how did it impact your life, and what type of changes did it bring into your life?
All right. So what had happened with that song is, first of all, I grew up in Cape Town, and then I flew to Joburg. I came to Joburg to chase the music. We didn't really know anybody, so there was times where we were sleeping outside at the rooftop, maybe for a week or two.
Like when you say outside,
outside. Not just being outside, as in we're outside, we're grooving over.
Sure.
I mean the real outside.
Nowadays when everybody speaks about being outside.
The real outside.
Yeah.
So that song changed everything. I'm here now because of that song. Where I can be able to actually live on my own, afford my life, take care of my family and stuff like that because of what transpired with that song.
I have to say that was a dope, should I say, strategy or marketing strategy of introducing yourself and getting into the game.
Yeah.
But how much planning goes into you having to sit down and analyze and think about, okay, this is actually something that can work. How much planning goes into something like that?
Bruh, I plan a lot, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do a lot. I sit down and think, like, more than anything of in what I do in my music or my creativity, thinking is the most important part of it. because I
Okay.
sit down. Every move that I make, I calculate it before, and that sometimes might be a wrong thing. It might be a bad thing,
Yeah.
because at some point, and sometimes I overthink. So when it comes to that, I sat down and think, because there was time where, as I'm saying to you, we're sleeping outside, ne?
Mm.
So there was a time where I'm like, hey, chance, this thing is not working out. I think I'm gonna go back home to Cape Town, but let me
Hey.
give myself at least around 2 3 weeks and see if it works.
Mm.
So what I would do in those 3 weeks, I would drop something every Friday,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
I realize
and see if one
it
of those things
shakes.
pop, it shakes.
Yeah.
Because I had a following around 10,000 followers
Before.
even though I
Yeah.
was sleeping
TikTok,
outside.
right?
TikTok,
Yeah.
10,000. I was doing these videos where I pretend like I'm in the studio recording, but I'm not actually recording anything, just to entertain the people,
Mm.
saying all those messed up things, like, pretending like I'm recording, but I was not recording. So what had happened is like, okay, now let me just put music out, the comic music out, because I see it's gaining a lot of traction online.
Sure thing.
So let me turn them into songs. So my plan was, if nothing comes out of these 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever weeks I gave myself, I'm going back to Cape Town. On week 1, I dropped another song where there was that beatbox thing that was going online. So I
Yeah.
did a remix to that.
Sure.
Then I dropped it, and I saw how much they loved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after they loved it, it did 1,000 views in a day. 1,000 views in a day on YouTube back then.
It was a big thing.
It was a big
Yeah,
thing for me,
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, 3,000 in a week on that same thing. I'm like, okay, shit, maybe something is coming up.
Sure.
Then the following week, I think it was our last day sleeping outside, because we had made arrangements to go stay with some other guy. And,
Okay. Yeah.
So I shared that thing the following week, and then that thing, it just goes crazy, bro.
Yeah,
It went very, very crazy.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, like, it was planned. It was part of the plan.
Sure.
It went big, but I never thought it was gonna go big like that. I just thought maybe it was gonna be one of those things, because I used to trend in a way where I get posted by blogs, but they don't know who I am.
Yeah.
But that thing gave me a name and
A
a
lift,
platform.
yeah.
It lifted me
Yeah.
up and changed everything completely. Because a week after that, we started sharing gigs. It was crazy.
I think I remember one
Yeah.
of the videos I saw. I think you were performing in a club. I think it was Cape Town. Yeah. And I asked myself, okay, this guy is in Josie. How is he now getting to Cape Town?
Yeah.
But I have to say, you talking about sleeping outside, you speak for, I mean, for a lot of kids that come to Josie and they try out this thing called music, and sometimes, it fails, sometimes it works out. So I believe maybe through your story, they will be able to, gain the confidence. We can always, but the strategy that you use is very important, of always dropping frequently. So out of, because you took a lot of shots, like out of all these guys, recently I've seen that you're cool with, Casper, Questa, Big Zulu, what's this? MT. Yeah. So you cool with a couple of those guys that you've taken shots at, and is there anybody else that you still not cool with from that list?
Nah, from my side, that thing was not serious that you should take it to heart. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here and start indicating how people should react to
Sure.
whatever I say to them. You have the right to feel bad, to feel mad or whatever, because whatever I'm saying about you might come to you in a way that I did not mean. To me, it was just jokes and to build a platform. That's all it was.
Yeah.
So, like, in terms of the other guys, I've met not all of them.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 out of the people that I did, they passed away. Costa Teach and Egg. I did not diss
No, you
AK.
didn't touch AK.
Yeah. People that I mentioned on the song.
Yeah.
So far I met Casper, Big Zulu, and MT.
Yeah.
I'm still to meet. I've never met the others. Like, totally,
Like never met, like, face to face.
face to face. So I don't know, like, what's good, what's it gonna be like? But it was never nothing serious. It was just to get me here, and yeah.
Here you are.
Exactly.
You got the Aries tattoo?
It was just
Covered.
messing around. When I go in on the internet, I go all in, man. Like, I don't play.
You don't play.
Nah.
Hey, man, like, that was brave, eh?
Yeah.
That was really brave. So as you explained, like, the motive, to come to Joburg was like, try this thing out called music. Um, but before the fame, before uh, the glitz and the glamour, before you made that record and everything, like who was Siseti, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like who were you before that?
Bro, I've always been doing music, trying to break in for a long, long time. Started doing music in 2014. Actually, I was making, you see this, the music that you're hearing now,
Yeah.
the recent one, the Big Zulu ones and what.
Yeah,
That's I was making those type of records before. But then I was rapping and putting out serious music, pushing the SOS side, but I saw they are not paying attention.
Yeah.
So I have to figure out something that's gonna be like, damn,
That's gonna
make them. And then they just fell in love with the character that I created, and I couldn't just immediately stop it, and I had to run with it.
Yeah.
So before that, I was making music, trying to break it.
Yeah.
By
So
all
the
means.
name Big Xhosa?
Big Xhosa, it just happened from the diss song. When I was recording that diss song, that's when I started calling myself Big Xhosa, and then Big Xhosa blew up on the internet. I decided to run with the name.
Yeah.
So it was not something that I was like, oh, I've been calling myself Big Xhosa
before.
ever since.
Yeah.
No.
Who were you before?
I was using the SOS name.
Oh. So you kind of like suppressed that a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Something that we've kind of picked up with you. I think your followers will agree with me on this one, and we see that a lot on your comment sections and everything, is that you are very creative.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So your creativity, is it something that you had to learn in the industry, or it's something that you believe you were born with?
I would say I believe I was born with, because I've been a very creative person. Even when I was in primary school, I was doing all my gumbo dance, poetry, and I was just not doing it just like everyone else. Like I had my own way of doing these things. So I believe ever since I was young, I've always been creative. And also the help of learning things from the internet, like understanding like, yo, stuff should look like this, should come like this. It also helped. But I believe like I was born with it.
Yeah. So we're living in this era of internet.
Yeah.
Right. Which is something that I believe it's a tool that you use to break in.
Yeah.
We're looking at TikTok, we're looking at Instagram. Those are powerful tools.
Yeah.
But the question I want to ask you as a hip hop head, like, how much control do you think social media has in the music industry?
What I would say is social media is everything, bro. Cause like it can take a nobody and make them someone. Like that's just everything. It's actually the new major record label. That's what it is.
Oh,
Social. That's why I look at it. So as an artist, it's very important for you to be there. Or I was a creative or whatever. Like social media is very important. Yeah, it's very, can be very impactful for your career and what you're trying to do. So never ever sleep on social media, because it can change your life.
Yeah. And we've seen many people.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people.
Who's this? Uncle Vinny as well. I think he broke.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a list goes on and on.
Skomoda, Shebe, everyone. Yeah.
Would you like to work with Shebe?
Who, SHEBESHXT?
Yeah.
Prophet May. Shit up. Yo, bro, I love it. I was trying to get him on a song since last year, bro.
Are you serious,
bro? Like I was trying to get Shebe. Like you can't get hold of Shebe, man.
Yeah, the thing is, he when it comes to cell phones, either he loses phones or he doesn't pay attention. To cell phones.
So I've just been trying to.
Yeah.
So hey, I wish I can actually rock something, because out of everyone else, Shebe is the one person that was like, damn, I want to work with this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's real.
Yeah. So,
yeah, but hopefully we can. I'll try pull up some strings for you.
Yeah,
too.
please do. Bro.
Yeah. I'll try my best.
Yeah.
So you've got two characters, right? That you pushing. You've got Big Xhosa, you've got SOS.
Yeah.
Right. And for you to actually do that, it requires some kind of versatility.
Yeah.
So, which character according to you, are you most comfortable with?
So what I'm gonna say to you and what I want to clarify to people out there in terms of characters and everything,
Mm.
for me to even branch out to like and say now I have two characters or what is because I was pushing serious music, but then they never took it serious. So I decided to be unserious. You understand?
Okay.
And and then now after
Sure.
being unserious,
Yeah.
they took they acknowledged me. They acknowledged me.
Yeah.
So what I would say when it comes to that, I was doing that just on the first year when I popped off, where I'm like, okay, I've got two characters that I'm pushing, but now I just want to be me because I've realized as an artist, it's not a shame to be a versatile artist, whereby
Sure.
you have to separate yourself. Oh, this is who, this is
Yeah,
who, you
yeah.
know. Whereas now I can be a mixture of everything, you know, and just put out beautiful music. Because now what I'm focusing on is just putting out beautiful music.
Yeah.
However you want to interpret me, you can interpret me.
Sure.
But now I'm not focused on because I was doing that just to because people when I dropped the funny songs, a lot of people didn't know that I can actually
Yeah,
rap.
yeah. That
And
is something
yeah,
that
and then I
I've picked up
actually
as well.
rapped, and then they were like, "Yo, what is this?" That's when I was like, okay, this is what I've been doing as this guy. This Big Xhosa guy is just something that
That was
came up
clever.
to make you guys pay attention.
Yeah.
You understand? But now the Big Xhosa name
It
blew
yeah.
crazy, you know. And a lot of the Big Xhosa content, it was nasty, saying crazy
Yeah.
things, swearing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, at some point I sat down and I thought, let me change my name, let me drop this Big Xhosa name. But at the same time, you can't, bro.
Yeah, it's out there.
It's out there,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm like, okay, Big Xhosa name stays, but what would change now is me and the person that I am. Because I'm not changing or anything. This is me. This is
Yeah.
the real me. The Big Xhosa character is the fake character, actually.
Yeah.
You understand? Because
Yeah.
this is real, this is the real me.
The fake character was so much full of energy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like he's like more ghetto.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. And people loved him, and,
Yeah.
and so many people are mad, like, yo, bro, why you no
Where
longer
is he?
giving us that? Why you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm looking at like for me to continue with something that I'm really not, you understand?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work in the long run.
Yeah.
Because you know the Big Xhosa character is comedic, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a comedian. I cannot continue to be funny,
You
bro.
are, though.
You understand?
You are.
Like no, bro. I'm telling you, like
Yeah.
I can never keep up with being funny. It
Yeah.
takes a lot. But you know what I can keep up with
Yeah.
is putting out beautiful music because
Nice.
that's what I do. Because I cannot keep up with being funny. It
Yeah.
takes skill and talent for me.
Yeah.
I respect comedians.
Sure.
Because you know, how do you know what I'm gonna say now is gonna make people laugh? You understand?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like
It's
shit.
a bit tricky.
It's a bit tricky,
Yeah.
you know. So that's why I respect comedians so much, and I wouldn't want to like just play in that lane. But what I'm saying is right now, like the people should just focus on the music instead of like the characters that are different and there. I don't want to confuse people and anyone. I just want to put out music for people as Big Xhosa. The music might sound like something else, but I'm putting up, my name is Big Xhosa, but then I'm putting out the music I've been doing, you know, as well as another thing, like the Big Xhosa character, as much as it's fun out there, but it does hurt the business in a way because there was times where the Big Xhosa name was hot, but then you'd get people like brands don't want to associate. English is towing me. Yes, yes.
There's the comedy guy.
You know? So I'm like, shit. There's been times like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So and also like maybe gigs. They're like, oh, what are we gonna? We're gonna big Xhosa to come sweat us. You know.
Yeah.
So those type of things. And then it hurts me because I know this is not the real me. This is not me. You understand?
I get you. Yeah.
So I'm like, now let me just put out music. Hence now I'm working with established artists like about Big Zulu and stuff, putting out beautiful music that people relate to.
Yeah.
You know. So to everyone that loves me, just love me as I am. This is me. You not.
You know, you've kind of like went into the direction which I was going into, because what I wanted to bring up to you next was that, you know, I feel like over the years, because I think you've been now in the game for like 3 years or 4, like since you introduced the
I came in 2021.
So I feel like this is personally when I looked at your current song with Big Zulu. I feel like you've now sort of like merged SOS
Mm.
and Big Xhosa at the same time, and you've sort of like came up with this new character that we now have to now take seriously
Yeah.
and look at differently as well.
Mm.
So that's how I felt when I listened to that song. I'm like, nah, this is not Big Xhosa. This is neither SOS.
Yeah, yeah.
This is something fresh and this is something
Yeah,
new from the
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And I just love the fact that it is now finally working out at the
Yeah,
right time for
yeah,
you. So
yeah,
that is kind of like what I felt. The fact that you actually match, did you actually match the two, or it's just how I feel?
Yeah, that's how you look at it. That's a beautiful way to look
Yeah,
at it. But me, honestly, I just woke up and like, let me create a song, and
yeah.
then it came about,
Nah, it's
So
beautiful. I
I'm glad
love
that you
this.
can pick up those type of things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How did the song come about? Like for you to even not go for anybody else, but just go for Zulu.
So what had happened is I was in Cape Town. It was around February, March. So I just got dumped. That song is a love song, man. So after getting dumped,
Oh.
normally when people get dumped, they go listen to heartbreak songs. They wanna go in the studio and start crying.
Yeah.
I was dumped. No, me, I made a love song after
Sure.
being dumped. So I made that song. I kept that song until I made it in February this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I kept that song until, let's say, August.
Mm.
That's when I reached out to Zulu. Because I saw Zulu's comment on TikTok where he said he put fire emojis where he was loving the song. So, and I was like, I saw that comment before I hit him up. I was like, I was so scared for maybe a month to even talk to him about it.
Hey.
Then one day I woke up, I'm like, damn, what am I going to lose?
Yeah.
Let me hit up this
Let
guy.
me just go for it.
And then immediately he responds like, yo, I love this song.
Yeah, let's
I
do it.
saw this song, let's do it.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd pull up to my house and then we just vibe and stuff.
Yeah. What kind of a person is he?
Bro.
Is he the Inkavi that we think he is? But he looks like a
Big
very
Zulu,
chilled.
it's a very humble. I don't want to use the word sweet, but
Yeah.
he's a very humble, sweet person.
Sure.
Bro. He's a very kind person. Bro.
Yeah.
That's Big Zulu for you. He opens up the gates for everyone.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
before that, not really anyone else wanted to work with me, Because maybe they say, you dissed who and who
Yeah,
and who,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
But Zulu, bro, it's like, just kid say, come pull up and then let's do this thing. We did the thing. Even showed up to the music video shoot.
I saw the
He
performances as
invited
well.
me to his concert with Java to perform the song. You
That
understand?
is beautiful. Yeah.
So like I have a lot of love for Big Zulu, and he actually did change my life because
Yeah.
like once Big Zulu touches you,
you-
something changes.
Something, yeah.
So like I'll forever be grateful to him. bro.
Shout
Like,
out, Big
because
Zulu.
ever since Big Zulu, like a lot of artists have been reaching out, a lot of doors have been opening.
I recently saw a clip of you and Casper playing pool
Pool,
together. I'm like,
yes.
hey,
You know,
man, things are changing.
Yeah. That's the the impact that Big Zulu can have in your life, bro. Like, and I really do appreciate him for that. Any man trying to diss Big Zulu out there, yeah.
Shit, who won the game between you and Casper? Because that was one of the comments. I'm like, I'm gonna ask him the same thing. Or you guys were just doing it for content.
Casper moved me, man.
He moved you.
He was moving everyone. Casper with poo.
He's a ghetto boy.
Yeah.
He's
He's too much. Bro.
Yeah.
He was moving everyone.
Should we start thinking about? Did I put it right? Should we start thinking about a collab possibly? Because I think I also saw a clip of you guys
in the studio
making some music.
Yeah, so I don't want to expose too much details. I don't know if those people are comfortable, but we were making music.
Beautiful.
We were making music, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Let's not go any further with that. Looking at what you broke into the game with, which is hip hop, and the state of hip hop, not locally, not internationally, but hip hop as a whole.
Yeah.
Whether locally or internationally, and I don't think Amapiano has also killed hip hop in the States. but there's just something that is not right with hip hop.
They're
What's
saying the hip hop sales are down by 50%. You know, it was 20%. I don't know the percentage.
Yeah, but what's
But
going on?
you know what, bro? Let me tell you something that I did not realize when I first popped off. Like, I'm gonna admit out there, I was one of the piano haters. Because I used to make the Kendrick Lamar type of hip hop, the J. Cole type of.
Yeah.
When I'm hearing this piano thing, it was like, it did not make
Irritating.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. And then, you know, where I started looking at Nigerians, how the Nigerians guys do it.
Davidos, the
Davidos,
the Banner
the
Boys.
Wizkid, the Banner Boys, and them others. And then I realized, man, this is actually, even though it's called Afro beats, in my own opinion, this is actually the real African hip hop. You understand? Wait, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
This is actually the real, I would say, our hip hop. This is our rap. They rhyme, they do everything, you know? That's why it's easy for them to export it that side, because it's different from what has been, you know, known to sound like hip hop. You know, it's Afro beats, right? I am not taking away anything
Sure.
from that, but what I'm trying to say is, if we were to make content, as I'm talking about South African hip hop, if we were to make content that is so relatable to South Africans, relatable to Africans, that does not sound like them, you understand?
Sure.
Does not sound like Americans and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easier to export it. You understand?
Sure.
As you've seen how the Nigerians did it, as you've seen songs that blow up internationally. Songs that blow up internationally, they don't sound like the international song.
Yeah.
They sound like, you
African
understand?
song.
Yeah.
You see, I love what was this Folka and Davido have
Exactly.
done. Yeah.
You see those type of vibes. So going back to your question of what do you think is happening to hip hop, I'm not gonna lie to you, my bro. Me, I have not been really. You know how excited I used to be to listen to a Drake project, J. Cole project, Kendrick Lamar project when these guys drop albums. Now it's like when they drop, man, I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I might listen to it after a month or what. Like, let me go listen to it. Because me personally, like, I wouldn't say I've lost love for hip hop, but I've heard the message over and over again, bro. I just want to listen to some new things, like new music, you know.
Yeah.
Because right now, even if you check my playlist, there's no hip hop there.
Because I've seen, like, man, Drake has dropped, you know, almost everybody has dropped, but I don't know. Are we waiting for Jay-Z or something?
I don't know, bro. I think the world is changing, bro.
Yeah, I think so. It's just not the same, and it's not like, you know, I don't believe that those guys or you guys are not putting in the effort. I just feel like there's just something that is not clicking in the atmosphere. Do you think, personally, for our own music or SA hip hop, do you think somehow AKA and Ricky have somehow taken the genre along with them?
You know what, bro? Another thing that I want to say here, I made a promise to myself to never comment on South African hip hop things, because you know what? First of all, when I came out, like, I was hotter than everyone in hip hop that time. I like everyone else, numbers and everything. Yeah. Besides, I'm talking about people that are not signed, or no, let me not say people that are not signed. I'm just saying people that have not been there for a very, of course, but Casper have been there, we have names, you know. So when I came out that time, so it's a lot of things that had happened that I felt like, man, hip hop does not love me, you know. So why should I stick up for this thing? Why should I be willing to be part of something that does not love me? I've never been to Cotton Fest. I've never been to Back to the City. And I see people there with lesser brand value or names than I have. Never been invited to the hip hop awards, you know. When I came, no, I'm telling you, 2021, when I came out with that thing, bruh, no, nobody has ever done what I did, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
true. Like, honestly,
understand?
that's true. Yeah.
So for me to
I mean, when I checked your numbers, even today, I mean, anybody can go and check your numbers.
Yeah.
They crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
No label, nothing, just from uploading from the phone, bro. Like, gathering my boys, shoot, let's do this, you know? So Nobody has ever done that type of thing, but I've never gotten any sort of love from hip hop. So even now, when I'm planning to make music going ahead, I don't even think about South African hip hop artists. You know,
Mm.
I just want to make music that people and Africans are gonna relate to. You understand?
Yeah.
And that does not mean like now I'm saying fuck you guys or what. Yeah, deep inside my heart, I'm saying fuck you guys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, how can I keep on loving something that does not love me, bro?
Yeah.
Because I
get you.
don't feel appreciated
Yeah.
here in this space. So let me just make music that I feel like, okay, this one is gonna relate to even a further genre than hip hop. I don't
Yeah.
even want to be introduced as a hip hop artist anymore.
Mm.
I just want you to say artist or musician.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anyone. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I can rap, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
don't. I'm not trying to flex or anything, but there's
No,
no
you-
rapper in the country that I feel like, bro,
You
can
can-
go bar for bar with me, bro. Anyone, bro. Like I know people would think, he's playing or what, but
Yeah.
bro, if you pay attention and listen, like dog, like there's dog. Come on, rapping,
Can
bro.
go toe to toe with.
I can go toe with anyone, bro.
Reese.
Anyone, dog.
Nah, I think
And you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I don't want to speak about hip hop things, but let me say this. It's so many things I can do that a lot of artists cannot do. Nobody can pop up and say, let me make funny music now, and it goes crazy.
Mm.
You understand? I'm making big car. Nobody can do that. Just do that. You understand?
Yeah.
And nobody can come back and like I go bar for bar with anyone. Like now I'm fucking rapping. You know.
Sure.
Sorry for swearing, people.
Nah, yeah.
So and no one can come out and make a record like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand
Yeah, I
the
get you.
difference?
Yeah.
You know, I can make any type of music, bro.
Yeah.
I was actually creating a Maskandi song now. You understand? So
Wow.
that's how my versatility spreads. You understand?
Mm.
Because that's why now I don't want to be classified as a hip hop artist,
get you.
bro. Because this thing as a hip hop does not love me and they don't give a fuck about me. Why should I give a fuck about them?
Mm.
It dies, it does not die. Like I do not care, to be honest with you.
It's a very smart, confident answer.
Mm.
Any regrets like that you have?
I have a lot, bro.
Yeah, and one of them is it making a song with iFunny? Not that you made a
How?
song with him as an artist,
Yeah.
but the content that you guys.
Listen, I do not regret that song with iFunny. I don't regret working with iFunny. iFunny was
no. What is it? No babe.
yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. iFunny is someone I grew. You guys don't understand how much I'm closer, bro. You
Yeah.
guys don't understand how much iFunny meant to us growing up, bro.
Mm.
Like he meant a
Yeah,
lot.
I think that's
So-
something we missed out.
Yeah, so whatever iFunny wants to create,
Mm.
I was sending iFunny other songs. You know what he said?
Yeah.
I want that one. So I'm like, yeah, this is iFunny, bro. I grew up wanting to work with iFunny.
Sure.
So I jump in.
Yeah.
You know? And that's a song I put out, like in building the Big Xhosa
Yeah,
character.
sure,
So I
sure,
do
yeah.
not regret that song. But one thing I would say I regret the most is staying too much in that Big Xhosa character.
Mm.
Whereas I could have maybe exited because I dwelled on it up to a point where it went to now, even when I was putting out music as a talented person, it was overshadowed by then now how this thing came about now where they are paying attention again with the Big Zulu song. It's because I had stayed for a whole year without putting out any music.
I realized.
Nothing,
I
you know.
realized that.
Just to make sure they forget about everything else.
Oh
you know.
yeah.
So that's the only regret. Other than that, I made a smart move dissing everyone and getting myself here.
Mm.
And I'm grateful and I'm thankful to Big Xhosa, the character,
Yeah.
for carrying me this far. But yeah, that's the only thing. Other than that, bro, I don't regret anything. Anything I've said to anyone. Like, I was just playing, bro. I was
Yeah.
clowning around. Don't take anything I've said to you like too hard.
Yeah.
You know?
And some of you, we spoke about regrets, right? Some of the lessons that you've sort of like carried along, since you got in. Obviously, you've been treated in different ways,
Yeah.
and you've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You've been to many events. Your music has played in different types of venues.
Yeah.
So, what lesson have you carried?
I've learned, bro. It's like you have to be humble, dog.
Mm.
Like not in a. I was never not a humble person, but I've learned to be humble more because you'll never know who you might meet. You understand?
Sure.
You'll never know who. Like I've had people that maybe when I look at you from a far distance, I'm thinking. This one is just a mambara. You
Yeah.
understand?
Sure.
Then when you start having conversations
Sessions.
with them, you're
Yeah.
like, damn, and they start connecting you with certain people, certain things, the person that you thought, So never look down on anyone.
Sure.
And another thing that I've learned is let the music speak. I wouldn't say more than anything because your fans have to get a sense of you, how you are as a person. That's why we fall in love with people like Shebe, like because
Sure.
we
The streets.
the
speak for
streets,
him.
yeah, So I would say like be consistent.
That's another one.
Consistency
Yeah.
is very important, bro.
Yeah.
Consistency, especially now. You see how now things are happening. If or what I've seen is, first, do you know Joseph Dar?
I'll be lying if I said I do.
He does this couple switching phones thing. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm gonna make an example of streamers, people who stream, Net, Speed, yeah. So what happens with the internet now? If you are not on the internet every day, you're playing a losing game. So this is my point to consistency. So what I would say is like, for example, people that dominate the internet, like Boshebe. Shebe doesn't even really have to post himself. Like there's
But people are posting on his
people are
behalf.
posting
Yeah.
on his behalf because he has that character that like people love about
Yeah.
him. So and the reason for why he's so popular is because every day there's a new clip of Shebe. Maybe not literally every day, but maybe a day or two. He's performing somewhere.
Yeah.
He's on live saying this,
Yeah.
saying
Once
this,
he
and
goes
they
live,
exactly
people go
are
and chop it
recording
up.
and they're
Yeah.
chopping it up and
Yeah.
they're putting it out there. So what I'm
Sure.
trying to say, consistency with whatever you do. If you're staying consistent, don't be scared to put out content, man. That's
big
what I've
lesson for
learned.
a lot
Like,
of people. Yeah.
don't be scared to put out content. Put it out.
And how are you sustaining yourself right now?
How I'm sustaining myself right now, and I'm blessed, bro. Like gigs are coming.
Yeah.
There's YouTube. There's brands. Like I work mostly with international companies.
Okay.
Like from America. So they would come up to me like, hey, we got this. We want you to promote it
Sure.
for us. So I do all those things. And also on the side, I'm just like I just know, bro, like I'm a blessing to my family.
Sure.
Like I'm the one they call when problems come.
Family, while you're still there on the family word, are you speaking about family, your immediate family, or are you speaking about the family that you are creating right now?
No. The family I'm creating. But I'm talking about like from my mom's side, my dad's side, even uncles and everyone. Everyone's reaching out. Like, because I'm not gonna lie, I come from a very like I wouldn't say I'm not saying I'm not bad mouthing anyone, but we were not well to do. Like it was the background is poor, So I'm the first one to rise until those heights, even from my hometown, from my Kasi.
So you have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. Like I'm the guy that family calls when there's problems. That's where I'm at. Yeah, financially.
Big Xhosa, SOS, whatever you wanna call yourself or whatever they wanna call you, you've got both sides, Eastern Cape and Cape Town, right? Yeah. Now you reside in Johannesburg. Any special woman that is looking after you in this big city?
Is this my water?
Yes.
Let me drink first.
Okay. You see, we made.
You know what?
Okay.
I was having a conversation with this other girl.
Yeah.
She was saying to me, if you ever go to an interview and they ask you, are you dating anyone? What are you gonna say?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna say I'm single.
Yeah.
Then it was a huge argument.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to protect you. I don't want people to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the relationship is over now. I would have said I'm with someone, but
Mm.
we actually broke up like a month ago.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
from my ex.
Yeah, for the same.
The song.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
So what people, I think there's a misconception about the song. The song is not dedicated to an ex. The song is about forgetting an ex and falling
Yeah.
in love
With-
again with a new girl. You understand? That's why the lyrics
get
say,
you.
"I forgot my ex
Yeah.
with you," which means the new girl. I will flex with you.
Yeah.
You know. So my exes have to see that I'm with a new
Yeah.
girl. You know. So currently, right now, I don't even know what I'm doing, bro, in terms of the love life.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Just moving.
I'm just moving. But that's not what I'm focused on right now, bro.
Yeah.
I wanna buy my mom a house. Like that's my main goal right now. I wanna
I like
build
that.
my,
I
my,
like
my,
that. I love that.
I wanna build my people things, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wanna, I wanna get filthy rich. I
Mm.
wanna get super rich, my G.
Nah, I
Like,
believe
I
in
don't-
you. You'll get there.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
believe in you.
For sure.
I so believe in you. I
Yeah.
believe you one smart guy, and once you, like you said, all the things that you've said about consistency, playing
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
internet
yeah.
frequently, and meeting with the right people, I believe you'll get there. So before all the cameras, the batteries, because one of them has already died.
Mm.
Before they all die, I want us to play a game quick.
Mhm.
You don't have to actually answer why, but if you feel like it, no problem.
All right.
Nasty C or Aries?
Nasty C. Should I say why?
Why?
Man, Nasty C. I love that boy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I love that nigga. Because Nasty C, for me, he can make music that I can actually go and listen to and relate to. You understand?
Mhm.
Like Nasty C is a full musician, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, that's for me. I'm not saying anything bad about
Yeah.
Aries, but
Sure.
if I were to choose between the two albums of them,
Yeah.
or choose one artist that I'm gonna listen to my whole life,
Yeah.
it would be Nasty C over
I know.
Aries.
I think we share the same view on that. Radio or podcast?
I love these things. Podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
TV or YouTube?
Hey man, TV. Please play me TV. I don't know, but YouTube is my baby, man.
Yeah.
I love YouTube, bro.
Gigs or streaming as a source of income?
Gigs, bro.
Yeah.
Gigs.
One way. Big Xhosa or SOS?
Shit. I would say Sese to me.
Yeah. That's a smart one. All right, man. It's been lovely. Thank you so much for honoring the interview. I believe you've got, such a bright future, and I would also love to see you come through to Limpopo.
Bro, I wanna rock. I was actually I spoke to Munada a while ago. I wanna come play at his show, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
the one he's hosting.
on the 30th?
Yeah.
Hopefully he does say it and he calls you
yeah.
through. Like, I believe there's a lot of opportunities out there. You just have to step into the right areas.
Yeah, I love Limpopo artists, bro.
Yeah.
I want to work with Shebe. I want to work. My Kazi left me on scene. Kazi. Come on, girl. Come on.
Yeah.
Please, bro. I want to rock a song with you, my
Yeah.
Kazi.
No, I believe after this,
Yeah.
there's probably somebody who's gonna.
Yeah.
Many doors, like you said, you don't know who.
I've once I don't know. I once went to play. I don't know. Is Palaboro in Limpopo? It
is.
Yeah, hey, they love me
Limpopo
out
is
there.
big.
Yeah,
Palaboro.
I once went to play there. Hey,
Yeah.
they love me, bro. They was
Nice.
singing along. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I know
Yeah.
the place is dope. It's a country on its own.
Yeah.
So your plans before we close, share your plans for 2024. Are we expecting an album or something?
It's gonna be my first album is dropping in 2024. I've never dropped an album. Been dropping tapes, EPs. Yeah. Like my first full project is gonna drop 2024, and featuring big artists.
Yeah.
And I don't just wanna. My plan is not to just stay here at home, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wanna export this thing, go out there, you know. So I'm not even looking forward to like just sticking to working with artists from just here. As much as I respect everyone here, but my plan is to, so expect to see international features.
Yeah.
Surely we are gonna make those things happen because I can get to anything I set my mind to. So like my album, that's when it's coming. And yeah, this song, Stream My Song with Big Zulu.
Mm.
It's out there, it's doing well. Yeah. And yeah, man, all promoters that are watching this, hit up my phone. Like, if
Yeah.
you go to check any of Big Xhosa's performances, they know I shut the house down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know I bring the vibes, I make the people happy. But other than that, I would like to appreciate, because I haven't sat down with anyone in a while. It's been a year.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So this is my first interview, like podcast
Yeah.
interview this year.
Ah, man, we are
That's-
blessed. Thank you so much. We are
Yeah,
blessed. And
yeah.
thank God gave me, sometimes God has to give us that
Yeah,
vision, or I don't know what to call it, but to go for a specific reason. And I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
everything
yeah.
happens for a reason. So whatever plans that you have, my brother, we'll be there to support.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
We just have to wait on you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my
Sure.
brother, for coming through.
I
God
will, my
bless.
bro. That's all.
I will.